All right. Hey, shalom, everyone. This is Yoshaya. Hey, I want to introduce you to a very, very special woman to me. Her name is MowriYah, or some of you may know her by Yvonne Logan. And I wanted to bring her before you all. I know if many of you all had been watching the early videos that I had done, I actually introduced my wife, and she had a YouTube page called
Kodesh Gardens.
Kodesh Gardens in the beginning when she first got started. Well, since then, there has been some changes that have been made, and I want her to be able to explain that. And I want you to understand how important her page really is to us as a people and us as a community. So if you would kind of tell us what the name of your channel is on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So as Yoshaya said, originally the channel a few years ago, was called Kodesh Gardens. And that was mostly focusing on like gardening, learning how to garden, planting seeds, harvesting, things like that.
Beekeeping.
And beekeeping. That's right, beekeeping. But since then, we've revamped it and kind of rebranded it into another name. And the name of it now is called Step by Step Farming. And the reason why I wanted to call it Step by Step Farming is because I wanted to be able to provide videos of more like self-sufficient, self-sustainable lifestyles on how to do things in a simplistic way, step by step. Because a lot of times, you can watch videos, and if you've never done it before, you have no idea where to begin. And so in my heart, I felt like I needed to kind of go back to the drawing board and think about who is it that might be able to benefit from these videos. And I started thinking about people who may live in the city, people who might live in suburbs. It doesn't matter where you live. You can live in an apartment. You can live in the country. It's not for just people who have land. It's for, wherever you are dwelling in at this particular time. I wanted to provide some information for everybody across the board on how to be able to do things to have like a healthier lifestyle and a more simplistic way of living. And so therefore, what I wanted to do was not just incorporate gardening, but to incorporate things like, some herbal remedies that I know that works, some DIY products that you can make on your own that what ingredients are in it, or beekeeping or raising certain animals. If you live in a place where you might be, even if you live in a suburb, you want to check with your county because you may be able to actually have certain animals that you didn't know. So that's kind of my point, is to try to kind of hold people by the hand, lead them in a very simplistic way, and for people to gain confidence to be able to like learn how to do this. So because the more you know, the more you grow, and the more you grow in confidence, and you don't have to depend on someone else for certain things. You have the knowledge to be able to do it yourself.
Right. So, it's pretty amazing watching her channel grow. So like, what are some of the newest things that you have now added to your channel? Any particular animals?
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that we're doing new this year, actually we started last year, and it hasn't been a full year yet, but we started raising pigeons. And let me just say this: pigeons are quite an amazing bird. When you have them, when you raise them, when you watch them. And they are biblically clean. We all know that.
Right.
So we know since they're biblically clean, then they're clean to eat. And I think a lot of us have the interpretation of dirty birds in the city. Those of you that live in the city, you probably see pigeons all the time. You don't think anything about it. Or you're like, I'm not eating that mess. But it's not the bird. It's probably what they're eating, the environment. But pigeons are very clean. So we have some videos already up on YouTube on how to start raising pigeons from the beginning. We're kind of in a learning curve. So as we learn, you guys can learn. It doesn't take a lot of money to even feed them. They grow super fast.
Huge.
We have videos showing you from beginning to end on slaughtering them, from slaughtering to feathering, gutting it, processing it, cooking it. So
if you don't like blood and stuff, I'd advise you not to watch it. But she does do a really good job, her and the kids, of slaughtering them. So we do put in the beginning that you may want to be careful. If you don't like to see blood and stuff like that, don't watch it. But if you'd like to learn about that, it's there.
I didn't do the slaughtering. My son actually did it. I gutted it, but he did the slaughtering. So.
And your daughter, Anya, she defeathered it.
My daughter, she defeathered it. So they're very interesting birds. And my goal is, as we're learning, to really educate our people more on those types of birds, not focus so much on chicken, but really focusing on pigeons. They're very interesting birds.
We talked to some people, and it's like, pigeons? Ooh, and I was like, hold on, that's a biblical bird. So, I wanted to introduce her. You really should check her page out. And you want to give what the channel is called again?
Okay, once again, guys, the name of the channel is called Step by Step Farming. And so, like I said, if you're interested in just learning even very simple things, I try to explain it in detail as much as possible. But if you guys have any questions or any comments below, or any suggestions or ideas that you have that you would like for me to try out, put them in the comment, and I'll take a look at them, and we'll see what we can do.
Good. So also, my wife and I have done a couple of things, and I didn't think about telling anybody. I've never mentioned any of it on any of the videos. I don't think like that. We don't do it for publicity or any of those things. But we also actually have a marriage ministry on YouTube as well. Want to talk about that?
Yep. The name of that is called Wiser with Time.
And I will be you'll see the little links that I'll put up, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like as well on the video.
Right. So just to kind of give you a very, very brief background, my husband and I, we've been together for 30 years, have 6 kids ranging from 5 to 23. So, we have a lot of experience, but we have a lot of things that we've learned over the years that we feel like that, and that's why we named the channel Wise with Time, because the older you get, the wiser you should get with time. And so we wanted to share very transparent practicals, things that we learned ranging from marriage, parenting,
family,
health, family, kids, just things that, because a lot of times our people are hurting, and marriage is not our focus,
right? And
family is not our focus. And so we wanted to just share, and some of our videos are funny. We have that type, I don't know, we just kind of roll like that. But anyway, if you guys are interested, if you guys are interested, please check that out. If you know of anybody that you think could benefit from it, just share it and let them know.
Yeah, we also have a podcast called Wiser with Time also, and all of those are on all the major platforms as well. So basically what we did was, while we were actually doing the video, we were actually recording a podcast. So you can listen to us while you're on the way to work. You can listen to us while you're pushing a vacuum cleaner, or you can watch the video. And, we're just very transparent. We talk about our marriage, things that we noticed and how we overcame certain things. So I just pray that all the things that we are doing, because we are quite busy, all the things that we are doing, we want to uplift, encourage, and help our people in their marriages, because our marriages are very important, but our marriages, a lot of them are failing. So we just wanted to do our part and help our people and represent the Most High's best that we could. So,
let me just say, let me just put a disclaimer. We're not at all saying that our marriage is perfect, because we all know that is no such thing. But like I said, we do feel like that that we have a lot of wisdom that we feel like we can share
from making mistakes,
or experiences that we can share with people that will hopefully help them and strengthen their own relationship. But like he said, the podcast, if you're interested, it should be on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, what?
all
Apple
of them,
something, whatever it is.
YouTube, all of them.
So anyway, if you're interested in the podcast, those are the platforms it's on, or you can just watch some of our YouTubes, and we plan on putting more things out
right
in the YouTubes as we go.
Yeah, right now we're working on communication episodes where we're talking about communication. So just go check that out. I'll put up a little picture of what it looks like and everything. So, but we just really wanted to just share with you all. I don't know why we didn't think of this a whole lot sooner, but I guess everything is the Most High's timing. And so now we're just going to introduce that to you all now. But thank you for sitting here and, just speaking and I enjoyed this.
Well, good.
It was beautiful.
I hope you all enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Thank you all. We appreciate you all for tuning in to us.
All right.
Shalom, shalom.
Thanks. Shalom.
Hey, I thought that we were done. We actually forgot one. I do apologize. We also have, I have one that is called Wiser with Your Health. And the reason why I chose to do Wiser with Your Health is, many of us grew up in households where we were told, you're going to eat all your food and I want that plate to be clean. And, we ate everything. And so we kind of grew up with that habit. And as we got older, we realized that we started packing on the pounds from eating that way, from having the mindset of eating all of your food and some of the unrighteous food that we did eat. And so as we get older, and this is for everyone, but it's more for those who are older, as we get older, our bodies start breaking down. We find ourselves having high blood pressure. We find ourselves being overweight. We're starting to be affected by how we have treated our bodies. So I also did a page, a channel, and it's called Wiser with Your Health. And I just started several months ago. But anyway, it's just for those who feel like, you need support. We all mess up. We all fail, but we got to get back up and try again. So I'll have different products on there as well. There are different things. I actually do reviews on different nutritional stuff. So just join that as well. I'll also put that up in here somewhere just so that you can see what that is. But it's called Wiser with Your Health. And it's also as a benefit to our people and also the things and the struggles that we actually go on with as a people concerning our health and along with food. So please give it a look at. I hope that it benefits you as well. And I hope that it inspires you to do something different. Shalom.
Shalom.